Now more than ever, it's an uncertain time. There's so many people out of work, so many people that have been furloughed, people that have had reductions in salaries. There's just a lot of uncertainty in the system. And I want to make a caveat for people that won't be able to weather this storm, because I'm not necessarily talking to you. I'm actually talking to the people that are fortunate enough to still have a healthy physical body. Maybe you're struggling a little bit emotionally and mentally, but people that will be able to come out of this, no matter if they lost their job or not, but be able to come out of this and work, to put food on the table, to keep the roof over their head. I get it. I'm dealing with the same anxiety, the same uncertainty, the same frustration, the same need to want to work. I mean, that's half the reason that I'm doing the thing that I'm doing, besides the love of teaching. I'm doing this because I do enjoy working. And so being productive is something that I enjoy as well. But the reality of what I'm trying to get across is, if you are going to be fortunate enough to be physically able, the other key side of this equation is that you have the willingness to just earn a buck when this is all over. I know that so many people are thinking to themselves, isn't the whole point of life being able to work and do something that you enjoy, that fills you up and provides you satisfaction? I don't know if it's whether I'm a black man. I don't know if it's the way my father and my mother raised me. I don't know what it is, but I do know that I had never felt that I deserved anything out of life. I've never felt as though it was my right, my privilege, my duty to be able to wake up and be a fashion photographer because that's what I love. I've never ever thought that. And that same feeling is the same thing that gives me the foundational sensibility about how I will emerge from this crisis, whether I emerge as a fashion photographer or not, whether I emerge as somebody that's still able to educate people or not. I know that I have the willingness and the hunger to do whatever it takes. I could be putting roofs on houses. I could be slinging French fries at McDonald's. I could be scooping ice cream. I could be serving you popcorn at the movie theater. It doesn't matter, because I have a basic survival instinct, and I have a hunger to just be able to do and to provide and to build. So if you're suffering from anxiety, if you're suffering from the frustration of this uncertainty, try to remember that there is something you have control over, and that's you. That's your willingness, your ability to be a hard worker, to be somebody that can pull themselves up from any crisis and maybe turn out better. But if it isn't for the better, at least you know foundationally you have a backstop. And that backstop is your ability and your willingness to work, whether it's something that drives your passion or not. I'm sorry, life just isn't fair. Life is hard. We're all in the same boat on this. But I believe that true strength is finding happiness in the things that actually truly matter. Shelter, food and water, and most importantly, the relationships that we have in our lives that are enduring. Those are the things that actually matter. The things that ego gives you from having a job of prestige, the satisfaction that you get from doing a job that you actually enjoy doing, those are all super cool things, super awesome things. But the reality is that's not going to be the future for all of us. And the quicker that we all jump on the mentality that having a foundational ability to work is the most important thing, and to provide is the most important thing, and beyond that, everything else is butter. That's the thing that's going to save us from the anxiety and the panic and the frustration. We might not all emerge the same, but we can all emerge strong, different, better. And also, by the way, if I end up having to come out of this and not having a photography career and have to do something else that I don't enjoy for a little while, nothing's permanent, just like this crisis isn't permanent. Try to remember some of those things, because I've sat and stewed in my own misery before, and it hurts and it's painful and it's not fun. And we got to go through those things. Some of those things we actually do have to sit with for a while, and that's fine. I'm not telling anybody to avoid the feelings and avoid the pain, because that's what makes us who we are. But just remember, at the end of that, when you're done beating yourself up or you're done worrying about what's next for a couple minutes or in a couple hours or a couple days, when you're done with that commiserating, remember it's not as bad as what you think or what you feel. And there is light at the end of the tunnel. So keep your head up.